I'm gonna go with Kansas because Remy Martin, ASU alumni. Gotta rock with them. Yeah.
Fair enough. How do you feel so far in spring practice?
It's been a good spring so far. I'm excited to see our defensive team come together. Linebackers are really deep, defensive backs really deep, defensive line, all across the field we got good depth. I think that we're really just focusing on honing all of our skills and all of our tasks and making sure everyone's on the same page all across the board. There were a couple games last year where we felt like we could have done just a little bit more to help the offense and help the team. So this year we're just trying to lay it all out there, make sure we have everything set, and make sure we all know what we're doing so we can be the best defense in the Pac-12.
What has the communication been like this spring in terms of you're getting all the levels of the defense on the same page? And, what's kind of been the role of the linebacker to facilitate that?
Yeah, well, to be honest, the linebacker really is the quarterback of the defense. So we have to fit in on a run, and we also have to drop in on passes into zones and stuff like that. So it really comes down to the linebackers, We have to get that calling from the sideline and make sure that it goes across all 11 guys on the defense. But like I said, we're a really veteran group. We've all played with each other for a couple of years now, and, we all know each other. So the communication is really good. We're all on the same page. We're just trying to get it locked in on, those few plays that we're installing that are maybe a little bit different from last year, and just making sure that every single day, no matter what, even if you think the guy next to you knows what he's doing, still communicating and making sure no matter what, everyone's on the same page. So it's been really well. We've all been doing a really good job of communicating, and I'm really happy with how the defense has done that this spring.
You said a couple things are a little different. Can you describe anything about that or anything about specifics?
I would say just the play calling, going from Coach AP to now Coach Donnie as a defensive coordinator. Everyone has a different style. So just as players, we're trying to get used to and get fitted in and mold in with Coach Donnie's play calling style. And so far I think we've done a great job. We just got to keep up with it and stay at it.
Last spring, it seemed like he was still trying to get a little bit integrated, obviously being position coach for the first time. Mm-hmm. This year, he seems a lot more vocal, a lot more communicative with you guys. Just what's that transformation been like?
Yeah, it's been awesome to see Coach Clay. Last year was really his first year coaching, and being able to be a player and watch him grow as a coach and learn so much from him. He was a great player back in his day, and he gives us little pieces of what he used to do that made him great. And you can be thankful for things like that as a player. And it's really nice having a coach like that that's vocal and is a leader on the defensive staff. Because that helps us as linebackers kind of get that same feeling. This is our team, this is our defense. Let's lead it. So it really just carries all across the room. We've got a thing that we say, carpe diem, seize the day. That's the big thing with Coach Claiborne. Every single day you come into work, you seize the day, and you do what you can to make the team better.
Where do you feel you are in terms of your own development, just in terms of you got a couple reps last season, a little bit more integration into that defense, and so far in spring practice?
Yeah, to me personally, I just want to make myself as available as possible for these coaches. The depth and all the things like that will work itself out in the end. I just want to make sure that my coaches and my teammates can trust me as a player. Whenever I'm on the field, I want to be communicating. I want to know what I'm doing. I want to know what the guys around me are doing. And I just want to make sure that my whole game from beginning to end is set and I'm ready to go whenever. So it's been awesome. I'm really hoping that I can contribute a lot towards defense this year. I've really been a good special teams player for us, but I want to take that next step. I think I'm ready for it. So we'll see how it goes.
What do you think have you gotten better at that makes you ready for it in terms of in comparison to other years?
So I would definitely say knowledge of the game. First off, coming from high school, a lot of guys just use their talent, be better than everybody else. It's just kind of the way it works. But when you get to college, you can't do that. So I've really just locked it in on understanding what I'm doing schematically all across the field. And then, size in the weight room with Coach Joe. He's done a great job with all of us. So really just trusting my coaches, whether it be in the weight room, whether it be on the field, and then just applying that to my everyday, on the practice field, and whenever I can, just showing what I can do. So it's been really good. I'm really proud of myself, but, there's still more work to be done.
You guys lost Darian Butler. It's a pretty big hole to fill, but maybe not one person can do it. But what are your guys' plans in terms of helping to fill that gap?
To be honest, we just want to carry on Darian's legacy. He's a guy that no matter what, he was coming into work every single day, and he was giving all of himself 100% every play, no matter what. He was someone that you truly felt would die on that field for you if you needed to, and that's just something that we're trying to keep continued in the linebacker room in general. You know what I mean? Just the way that he played, the style that he played, and the way that we're going to fix it or replace him, I guess, would be just next man up. That's how it always is around here. So whoever can take that opportunity and take take advantage of it the best is going to be the guy that's fit for the role. And, you know, like you said, it is a big shoes to fill, but I think we're ready for it. We're reloading, and we're putting in a lot of work so that we can be ready for when the fall comes.
Has anyone other than you impressed you in terms of trying to fill that hole?
Honestly, I think everybody across the room. I've been really impressed with Coach Claiborne. Has done a really good job of incorporating a lot of the new defenses and a lot of the new schemes and making sure that everyone, no matter what, feels like they have value, that they can contribute to the team. And whoever ends up being at the end of the day, like I said, it is who it is. But I think that anybody in that room is working for that spot, and you know, it's just going to come down to the opportunity that comes forth for whoever it is.
What have you seen from Eric Gentry this spring?
Yeah, Eric's a beast. I'm really envious of him because he came in as a freshman, and like all you guys have seen, he started freshman All-American. Being an older guy, older than him, it's really motivating, and it just makes you realize, like, no matter what, you got to come in and work every single day, because there's guys like Eric coming in every year that are just going to come and try to replace you. So it's really humbling, and it's really awesome to be able to watch him succeed as well as he has, and you know, it just continues to push the whole group, which is never a bad thing. So.